Hello, good morning, Facebook. Good morning, my friends. Please align. This is an impromptu video. I am afraid I do not have as much time as I used to on my hands. I cannot schedule a video and appear for it on time because my schedules are crazy. Today I want to rant. Yeah, I want to rant. Remember, I'm the chief rant. What do my friends call me? Commander-in-Chief of Facebook Rant. So I'm here to rant. And I know this is public, unpopular opinion, but regardless, I'm still going to say it. Kuma zan yi kokari in dan sa harshen Hausa kaɗan saboda ƴan uwana mata Hausawa. Last week I saw two videos that were really concerning and disturbing to me. Two videos of women hitting their husbands and somebody actually filming it, because if it were not filmed, it will not be on social media. I know that in the past 2-3 years that I have been very dedicated to feminism and gender issues. There has been a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot of intersectional stories. There has been a lot of diverse narratives, different shades of situations, circumstances, some of which I know, some of which I don't. But one thing I do know is certain, that it is not working to make your own money that makes you masculine. No, it is behaving like a man that makes you masculine, and women are consistently resorting to behaving like men. I have read and seen and been a part of conversations that says, oh, if you are working to make your own money, then you are too masculine. You are operating in your masculine. True femininity is sitting back, relaxing, and receiving from a man. We're going to talk about that some other day. That is not what we are going to talk about today. What makes you masculine? What makes you operate in your masculine energy and behave like a man is causing the harm that men do, is retaliating in a manner that men act, is doing the same thing that men do. That is what makes you masculine. That is what makes you operate in your masculine energy. The two videos I saw really disturbed me. As a GBV advocate, a certified GBV, anti-GBV advocate, anti-VAWV, if you don't know what that means, it's violence against women and girls, and also SGBV, sexual and gender-based violence advocate. I can tell you that hitting back is never the solution. Both are religious texts. Say it. Walk away. An eye for an eye only succeeds in leaving the whole world blind. There are many other ways to revenge. There are many other ways to seek justice, but hitting back is never one of them. Today, if we allow this to go on, we feminists, we anti-GBV advocates, do not call our sisters to order, we are going to have the exact same thing that the West is grappling with today. Because in the West, I can assure you, 90% of men are emasculated. The script has been flipped. It flipped between the men being the oppressors of women to now the women being the oppressors of men. We don't want to have the same narrative here in Africa and in Nigeria particularly. You as a woman, if your husband is hitting you, if your husband has done anything to you to provoke you, never hit. Walk away. The same thing we are telling the men. Do not hit your wife. I will tell you, my sister, don't hit your husband. You are not his mother. I am fighting even with parents when they hit their children. You people have absolutely no idea how this cycle of violence works. How do you as a woman feel raising up your hand to hit your husband simply because he lied to you or he cheated on you? So what? You might go and cheat. If that is what you want. Nothing gives you the right to raise your hand on a man. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Not marriage, not 100 kids. Likewise, just the same way as nothing gives the man any right to hit his wife. Not marriage, not having 100 children together. Absolutely nothing. We must not be guilty of the same things that we are fighting against. Muna kokari mu hana maza dukan mata. Yanzu mata sun fara dukan maza publicly. Ana sa mana a video, a social media muna gani. That is not what we are fighting for. We are fighting for justice, not a repetition and continuation of the situation. If your husband has done anything to you that you cannot forgive, live in peace. Even though I know there are strong-headed men that believe that divorce can never be peaceful. I know a lot of them. Divorce can actually be very peaceful. Please leave your man alone. If he cheats and you can't forgive, walk away. If he brings in his child from another woman and you can't forgive, walk away. Nothing gives you the right to hit him. I know a lot of women, especially Gen Z feminists, will come for me. I'm ready for you. That is not what we are fighting for. We are not fighting for you to turn the oppressor. No, I'm not a part of it. And all the organizations I represent are not a part of it. We are not fighting for you to turn to oppressors. We are fighting for justice. We are fighting for safety for everyone in this society, because this society belongs to all of us. We have to coexist together whether we like it or not. We are fighting so that you, the younger generation of women, will be free of the oppression and the suppression that we went through. Not so that you turn the oppressors. No. Nothing, absolutely nothing gives you the right to raise your hand on a man. Not being married to him, not having 1 million children, not him cheating, not him having another child outside wedlock. If you cannot manage and process it in your head, leave the marriage. If you know what I went through to leave my 12-year-old marriage, you'll come and take lessons from me. And I did not hurt anyone. Why? Because I understand how abuse continues, spreads, rotates, and continues to affect everyone. I have been abused severally in my life, but I am so thankful and grateful to God that I never abused back, because deep inside me I understand that the cycle breaks on my table, that it ends with me. I am not going to spread the violence any further. Anything, any abuse that comes to me ends with me. It dies there. It doesn't continue. And that is what every woman should do. And that is essentially what feminine energy is about. Intuition, discernment, empathy, compassion. Not being nice. I'm not nice. Ask people who know me, I'm not nice. But I am kind. I am kind, I'm compassionate, I'm empathic. I have a very strong intuition, and that is why I decided I have to speak about this. It is not okay. All the women that are supporting this woman that hit her husband publicly on Facebook simply because he brought in a child he called his niece who is his daughter. This woman should be publicly flogged. The same way no man has any right to humiliate and abuse a woman nothing gives you, the woman, the right to do that either. We should be able, at least in this age and time, to have learned enough for us to evolve as women. What makes you masculine is not making your own money, but behaving the way a man does to cause harm. And if that is what you are doing, my dear, it doesn't matter your soft girl life. It doesn't matter how sexy you look. It doesn't matter how much money your man is calling on you. If you are toxic and abusive, you are operating your masculine energy. A word is enough for the wives. We are not going to cover you. We are not going to support you. Abuse any man. And to you, the men, speak up. Leave abusive spouses. Leave abusive wives. If you got married to an abusive woman who is toxic, I know there are equally toxic women. Buckle up. Find the courage to leave. Do not let society kill you. You are a weak man. Yes, better a weak man who will go lick your wounds, grow stronger, than a man who will sit in the house and die by the hands of a woman. It has happened before and it has continued to happen. Let the society call you weak. Leave. Go build yourself up to know, understand, and do better. How do you know, understand, and do better? By not getting involved with another toxic and abusive woman. A word is enough for the wives. So come for me, I'm ready for you. Hitting back, causing harm, damaging men is what makes you masculine. It's what makes you operate in your masculine energy, not working to make your own money. I have my entire life worked to sustain myself, even while I was married, and I'm still working. And it is the greatest and proudest thing I've done to myself. And I'm very feminine. So being financially independent is not what makes you masculine. Being toxic, being abusive is what makes you masculine. A word is enough for the wives, they say. Rant over. Have a lovely weekend.